page.
Okay, Kelsey, we're gonna be nosy with you. What are you doing this summer?
What you got going on?
Oh, geez, working. I don't know
We're
what
looking
you
at it, aren't we?
Oh, now,
yeah,
come on,
I know.
Kelsey.
I knew she was gonna say that.
I knew she was gonna say that too. Make up something. Are you gonna go horseback riding or scuba diving?
Any chance I get, I spend time at the lakes.
There you
trying
go.
to
A true
move my body,
Minnesotan.
keep moving. Yeah, I love it. My happy place. But we're here now, which is another happy place, right, guys?
Yeah.
Let's look outside, give you a live look. That'll be the eastbound stretch of 94 between Highway 280 and Hiawatha. Now, that is allegedly the last final closure for the I-94 improvement project. Also lifting today are the restrictions on 35E at the Highway 110 loop. And that's some more good news out of the world of traffic. A big picture for you as you head out the door. It looks like driving conditions will be looking pretty good on this Thursday. That is right. Very observant, Keith Marler. He is in now to talk. Feeling the heat out there. Looking at our live jam cams, we're seeing the sunshine coming down and traffic building at this hour. No major slowdowns quite yet, so if you're about to head out the door, you're looking good. This is Highway 100 at County Road 81. Traffic fairly light around this area. And here's some good news, especially those of you in your last day of school, maybe be cruising around. We're checking out I-94. We're in that area where we've been down to 3 lanes of traffic instead of 4. We're back to normal, at least for a short time. All those lane restrictions in between 280 and Hiawatha have been lifted until, of course, this weekend when we're going to be seeing 94 eastbound closing between 280 and Hiawatha. That kicks in Friday evening at 10. Construction, yes, once in a while I have good news, and that is at 35E northbound, the Highway 110 loops, that is opening back up today after some construction in that area. We're taking a quick break, but so far out on our Twin Cities roadways, although we are seeing more people heading on out. Right now, a welcomed sight on I-94. I'm happy to report that in that I-94 improvement project between Cedar Avenue and Highway 280. The lane restrictions have lifted. Most recently, we had lost the far left lane of traffic. We were down to 3 instead of 4 for the last few months, so we'll enjoy a little bit of an easier going time through that area today. Looking at a few other spots around the region, this is 94 at Hagen Street over in Wisconsin, just over in Hudson. Westbound traffic continuing to build as you head over, about to cross into the Minnesota side. Right now, though, traffic levels, congestion levels, very light. Looking to the crosstown of 169 again, fairly empty at this hour. It's still early enough. We're just seeing the first drivers. Both directions will be closing between 694 and Highway 10. That won't start till Friday night and should lift in time for your morning commute on Monday. 94 eastbound will also be closing over the weekend. So despite the fact we lifted those restrictions currently, what we're going to be seeing is that Friday night, 94 eastbound between Hiawatha and 280 will close. That will also lift in time for the Monday morning commute. 35E, that's another spot we'll be changing up today for the better for those of you traveling through this area. Those ramps to Highway 110 will reopen. So not always bad news in the world of construction, guys.
All right, thank you.
Well, how about that? We made it to Thursday. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Fox 9 Morning News. I'm Kelsey Sobey, looking at our Twin Cities roadways, and it looks like it could be a pretty easygoing drive for many of you. And check this out. Yes, I don't always report negative news in the world of construction. We have some good news. That's on I-94 and that I-94 improvement project between Highway 280 and Cedar Avenue, where we've had 3 lanes of traffic instead of 4 for several months now. All those lane restrictions have lifted. Not before we're going to see one more closure this weekend, but for today, pretty much cone-free. Now to 35E at Larpenteur Avenue. Southbound traffic over here is continuing to build toward the direction of St. Paul. Northbound side, some minimal slowing as you pass by what appears to be a stalled congestion lately. We're not seeing it backed up till around Lake Drive. Speeds are finally reducing there. And something to note, over the weekend, 35W will actually be closing in both directions between 694 and Highway 10. Something to keep in mind. It's kind of an important interstate. Also, 94 eastbound will be closing over the weekend between 280 and Hiawatha. 626 now. We're taking to provide some.
Ooh, poppity pop.
Good morning, everyone. Checking out the Twin Cities roadways right now, and there are some slowdowns. The main culprit, construction. This is Highway 52 as you're heading northbound into St. Paul. Single file traffic slowing us down as usual. It loosens up a little bit once you get to Concord Street. Another area where we have had single file traffic is Highway 5 right around the airport. It looks like there are crews out there right now lifting some of those cones, so hopefully that will ease some of the congestion we've been seeing in this area, which has not only been sort of a headache for you motorists in this region, but also those of you trying to catch a flight. Let's look to a spot where construction is actually a bright spot for us, and that is I-94 and that improvement project where we've had 3 lanes of traffic instead of 4 between Cedar Avenue and Highway 280. Well, today we have all those lane restrictions lifted. 4 lanes flowing, kind of the worst right now, but still only backing up at about 95th Avenue. Over the weekends, though, something to note in this area is that stretch of 35W between Highway 10 694 actually going to be closing for some construction. Another update coming up in the 7 o'clock hour. Right now, though, let's get back over to Tom and Don.
All right, thanks so much, Kelsey.
Happy Thursday to you. Our morning commute today in the Twin Cities area. Yeah, pretty good. There's some good and some bad news. Let's hit the ones where we're seeing a little bit of trouble first. This is 610 at 169. We have a crash here. It looks like on the westbound side at this junction. A few different cars pulled over the side of the road. Traffic definitely slowing as you pass by, but it doesn't last long. Things do loosen up once you pass this junction. We do have another crash, 35W southbound at Highway 96. Pulled off far enough where it's not getting in the way of the mainline traffic, but this is already a pretty heavily used route throughout the morning, so you can expect that 35W southbound could be even a little busier than usual. Although stop and go mode doesn't kick in really much farther north than it typically does. This is 94. Here's our bright spot today in that I-94 improvement project between 280 and Cedar Avenue, where we've had one lane of traffic basically unusable for the last few months. It's all back open, so we're seeing free-flowing traffic in the westbound direction for the first time in a long time. We'll enjoy it on despite the fact that we do have a crash reported at Highway 96 that I showed you in that jam cam. Really not much farther backed up than it typically would be. Over the weekend, that stretch of 35W between 694 and Highway 10 actually going to be closing. Will reopen in time for the Monday morning commute. Another update on some good news in the world of construction, guys, coming up in about 10 minutes.
And you know how I know it's good news, Kelsey?
How do you know?
You went up on your toes there. Yeah, good news. Right, there you go.
Really good news.
Right.
Yes.
Hello.
Thanks.
Hi everyone, it is Thursday, June 7th. You're waking up with the Fox 9 Morning News and we're glad to have you along. Unfortunately, out on our roadways today, some bad news. We do have a crash on 35W County Road 42, and with the fact we have two ambulances on the scene, two ambulance crews on the scene, I have to assume there may be some injuries involved in this. Sometimes they come as a precaution, but you send two and it doesn't look quite as good for the driver involved in this, which apparently ended up driving up this ravine and ending up on a hill. So for right now, as you're traveling on 35W, a bit distracting with those flashing lights, you can expect you're going to be seeing some slowdowns on what is already a very congested area throughout the morning rush. Now, this is not the only crash out there right now, so let's hit a few others. 94 westbound, as you're trying to get into the St. Paul area, you'll notice some extra congestion. Right now, traffic backed up into the Maplewood area as you approach a crash near Highway 61. Again, plenty of flashing lights, so you might even see some delays in the eastbound direction as drivers are sort of checking it out, what's happening. This is 35E, then another route into St. Paul, unfortunately a little slower than we'd like. A crash near Maryland Avenue. So southbounders, construction zones actually freeing up a bit today. I'll share that good news coming up in about 15 minutes, but right now we have M.A. Roscoe. Today you wouldn't even have to worry about this mess. We have a few crashes out there to get right into. One of those is 35W down in Burnsville at County Road 42. A vehicle here not where it's supposed to be. That's quite obvious as it is facing partway up a hill at this hour. Fortunately for those of you traveling through this region, it doesn't look like the congestion is that terrible. A few different emergency crews on the scene. A live look right now where it looks like some of the workers investigating exactly what's going on with the car. We did have two ambulances on scene, so I'm not sure if the person involved in this was taken away, but still some work to be done in this area, so don't expect these flashing lights to be cleared anytime soon. This is 35E at Maryland Avenue. Southbound traffic now backed up north of Highway 36 as a result of a crash here, and of course all those commuters trying to make their way into the St. Paul area. Another route into St. Paul a little slower than we'd like to see. 94 westbound, we had a crash at Highway 61. Looks like that's been cleared, but still the traffic moving just not so bad right now. Traffic slowing as you approach that junction of Highway 10. This despite the fact that we had a crash at Highway 96. This is definitely a welcome change from what we've had over the last few days. Now looking to that stretch of 35W between Highway 10 and 694. Keep in mind over the weekend that's going to be closed, so follow the detours and expect some delays. Some good news. Yes, some good news in the world of construction. 94 between Highway 280 and Cedar Avenue, that I-94 improvement project where we've been down to 3 lanes of traffic instead of 4. Well, those lane restrictions have lifted, at least for now, although over the weekend, the stretch of 94 eastbound between 280 and Hiawatha will actually be closed again, but that'll lift in time for the Monday morning commute. Another opening today is 35E, those northbound ramps to the Highway 110 loops. Those are scheduled to reopen today as well. So some change-ups in the world of construction as always, but this time for the good. All right, it's 7:39. It means it's time. Welcome back to the Fox Time Morning News. You're waking up to Thursday, June 7th. It's going to be another beautiful day. And your morning drive, well, if you haven't headed out the door quite yet, it could be pretty smooth sailing for you. This is 169 at 36th Avenue. Plenty of congestion here through the strip of New Hope, so something to think about. A little bit maybe heavier than we're used to some days. This is 35W down in Burnsville, County Road 42. Looks like maybe some of those random showers Keith's been talking about throughout the day is dropping down right now in the southern part of our metro. Something to think about, making it a little bit messy to get this crash cleaned up. Looking at 35E southbound at Maryland Avenue. Southbound traffic heading into the St. Paul area, a little slow going after that crash, but it looks like at least the emergency vehicles have cleared. Heart of the city, Minneapolis, I-94, that highway improvement project. We have lifted all the lane restrictions in that area. So 94 westbound moving at a much better pace between the two downtowns than we've seen it in quite a while. Over the weekend, however, 94 eastbound between 280 and Hiawatha will actually be closing. That shouldn't impact any of your morning commutes, however. The other bit of good news is that 35E down here around the Highway 110 junction, those ramp closures are opening today. So things getting a little bit easier in the world of construction. I can't say that every day, but happy to say it for you on this Thursday. Much more to come on the Fox 9.
How to sit in a chair. Oh. That's a new thing.
You did a great job, though.
You did it. Good job.
You're here, that's all that matters.
Thank you, guys.
Half a gold star.
Only half. Earlier you gave me a full one. Are you like
what's up with that? He's taking it back. I know.
Because it is just a chair. How you doing?
Good.
Yeah.
I'm marveling at this rain situation.
Yeah.
So I was trying to find right here. We are looking at some good news, and that is we're back to 4 lanes of traffic instead of 3 between 280 and Cedar Avenue. So enjoy that today. Over the weekend, eastbound 94 will be closing between Hiawatha and 280. Going a little bit farther to the southeast, also 35E at Highway 110. Those ramps reopened now, so you're able to use that. No more congestion down in that Mendota Heights area related to that. To the Northwest Metro, 169 southbound. Still some pretty heavy traffic, especially in the New Hope area. 35W southbound, a big improvement over what we've been seeing the last few weeks. Not sure exactly what the catalyst was to make things change there, but you can enjoy an easier going commute. The reason this is highlighted in that pink I like to use is because over the weekend, that stretch of 35W between Highway 10 and 694 will actually be closing. So you have to follow those detours. It shouldn't impact your morning commute. We should have those restrictions lifted in time for Monday morning's commute. 494 westbound, heavy traffic backed up a little bit farther east than we're used to seeing, so prepare for that. Again, this could have something to do with the rain as it's creeping what looks like a little bit northward of where it first started. We could see things continue to be slow, so prepare for that. And now that it's time for weather on the 9th, I don't know if we should pull in this Keith. Hi guys, I'm here to do the weather.
Did you make Keith 2.0 again?
Uh-huh.
Keith 2.0 fails at the weather.
The sky's really clear here.
He's much smarter than I. And he's much fitter as well. And he's got the same dome that I have as well.
He has really good style.
I'm going to have to bring him one of my wigs. It's just that simple.
Get
out of there.
We're going to go talk.
2.0. Hey, good traffic jam.
Hello, and
welcome
to my roadways. I'm just kidding. If you're heading out the door right now, this is 35W and Highway 13. Keith is talking about some of those isolated showers out there. Well, the skies open up and drop some rain right in the area of Burnsville and Savage, as he was saying. But right now, all that's left are some wet roadways and some added traffic congestion. So, northbound 35Wers down in Burnsville, a little bit slow going for you today. Checking out a few other spots right now, 394 eastbound. See up here, we have nice bright sunshine and dry roadways. You're heading toward a crash that's reported at Dunwoody Boulevard, but you're not seeing any major delays as a result of that. Even though, too, eastbound into Minneapolis. Nice to see that we're moving right there as you head into the downtown area. This is 35E at Larpenteur Avenue. Heavier traffic heading in the southbound direction right now towards St. Paul, but it looks like a crash reported in this area actually impacting northbounders as well. So something to think of. Full green color, something I know some of you have been longing for a long time. In between the two downtowns, probably the best drive you've had in the westbound direction for a long time. And today, we had lifted those lane restrictions in the I-94 Improvement Project area. That's between 280 and Cedar Avenue. But over the weekend, things will change. We're actually going to be closing the eastbound side between Hiawatha and 280. And this is allegedly the last closure related to that project for this summer. To the southeast metro, some good news here. To 35E, the ramps to Highway 110. Those ramps open today. 52 northbound, some jam ups at Butler Avenue, but you get north of there, not too shabby at all. 35W southbound, also an improvement in this region over what we've seen the last few weeks. Southbound traffic has been heavy, but the major slowdowns just haven't been around, despite the fact that we even had a crash earlier near County Road Highway 96. That stretch of 35W over the weekend actually going to close between Highway 10 and 694, kind of a major closure up there. So make sure you follow those detour signs and use a little caution. Should open back up for your Monday morning commute. South side of town, still some hot spots on 494 in the crosstown, and of course 35W where I showed you that first live jam cam. But overall, traffic winding down. Not too bad of a morning, guys.
All right, the time now 8:34. Thank you.